On Kitchen Nightmares, Chef Ramsay heads to Redondo Beach, California, but the sun isn't shining on this Mediterranean family restaurant.
I don't want to hear it.
There's a storm brewing between two owners who happen to be an aunt and a niece.
I need help.
What?
Aunt Faye complains that she is the only one putting in any effort.
So who's not pulling their weight?
None of them.
That's not true.
But then again, she refuses to take help from anyone.
You don't let anybody help you.
No, they don't want to.
Niece Brenda complains that Faye doesn't treat her as her partner.
You've not been shown the recipes?
No.
This is crazy.
But her lack of passion
I'm gonna go sit down in my booth.
has everyone feeling that she doesn't care.
When you sit on your phone, we're cooking, serving.
That's not true.
It's hard for Chef Ramsay to tell who's right
It is bedlam.
and who's wrong.
There's poor communication.
I can see that.
But one thing's for sure,
Can you be able to do things when I'm not here?
I do.
they are more focused on each other's faults
Nobody wants to help her because she's so critical of the way you do help her.
than running the restaurant.
I'll fix it.
Fix what? It's correct.
It's not correct.
As for the staff,
Now, I need to make flaming potatoes. Move that.
they are not only fighting with each other,
Are you kidding me?
they're ready to walk out the door.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Walk out like you always do.
Tonight, Chef Ramsay is in for the challenge of the year
What you're doing is so wrong.
No.
as he attempts to turn around a restaurant
That's gross.
in utter turmoil.
You're screwed.
I'm done.
What is that? You're serving rotten food.
They're not crap and they're delicious.
Then wake up! You wake up! Shut the place down.
Get out of here.
That is amazing.
That's embarrassing.
Thank you so much.
Redondo Beach, California. Just blocks from the ocean is Xenia Flaming Grill. Opened in 2009 by the aunt and niece team, Faye and Brenda.
Mamas falafel for table 5. I'm Egyptian. I came to United States at 18. My first experience was a catering truck for 16 years, and it was really successful. But I always wanted to buy my own restaurant.
It was always my dream to have my own business, and when the door opened about opening a restaurant with Faye, I decided to give her a call since she had kitchen experience and I had management experience.
When I put it meat somewhere in the grill, do not move it.
I just checked them.
It's done.
The reason why this place is going downhill is because of the drama between Faye and Brendan.
Actually, all
doesn't
this
have
was on
to-
this side. These were on
No,
this side.
this
They're
was
not
here.
cooking.
Families don't want to come here because why would you want to come to a restaurant with arguing and stress? It's embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Faye is definitely the scary boss here. She's the one who pushes people, screams at people.
You guys need to take the meat when the order comes out.
She'll tell the staff, shut up.
Be quiet.
Get out of the kitchen.
Then move. Move from here.
Stop arguing with me.
I don't want to hear it.
Zip it.
Move, move. Don't worry about that right now. Do not move the tickets.
Faye needs help, but she doesn't want to accept it from anybody.
I know what I'm talking about, you guys.
Faye doesn't trust me to run this place.
The salad is not 10
You see me
cents.
standing here doing nothing? She sees me as her niece and not her partner. It's a complete joke. I'm obviously doing stuff.
Brenda doesn't seem to care anymore.
I'm gonna go sit down in my booth. I just want to sleep.
She's be on the phone.
How are you?
Text a friend. Where is Brenda? Right now with Brenda is just laziness. I want you to be a stronger person, but that's your personality.
It's not that I'm not, just because I'm not yelling at them and
It's
doing all
not
this
yelling.
doesn't-
I'm not
it
want
doesn't-
you to yell.
You know what, Faye?
Brenda and my mom have a bad relationship.
I'll fix it.
Fix what? It's correct.
It's not correct.
All the problems come from the restaurant. You become like so frustrated, you're like, the hell with it, I don't care anymore. It's so upsetting. This restaurant has put a strain on my entire family.
I really have to go. I'm done.
Nobody understands how much stress I'm under. I've borrowed from my parents a little over 60 grand. If the restaurant fails, I feel like I would have failed my family.
But you know what? We really need help. If I don't smile, I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna cry. The restaurant is my life, but it became a burden. It seems like it's slipping away. And I feel like if this is go, I won't have anything left. It should never be like this.
Both Faye and Brenda have requested meetings with Chef Ramsay prior to him arriving at the restaurant.
How are you? Brenda, right?
Yes.
He realizes that this is a perfect opportunity to get both sides of the story.
It's Faye, right? Hello. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Likewise. Good to see you too.
It's an honor to meet you.
Well, it's a pleasure seeing you, and
Thank you.
obviously wanted to reach out and have a word before I went inside the restaurant.
Yes, I want to tell you some issues that I have with my business partner,
Okay,
my
great.
niece, Brenda.
Tell me about the restaurant. How did it start?
Faye had this idea and saw a location that she really liked and approached my mom, and she said that I would possibly be interested. It kind of just took off from there, you know, and it seemed like it was the right thing to do.
And are you 50-50?
Yes, we're 50-50 partners.
Right. So explain the roles of the restaurant.
I shop, I cook, I clean.
You're a chef as well?
Yes.
Wow, you're busy. So if you cook, shop, clean, what the hell does Brenda do?
Basically, there's different days where I am serving, and there's days where I'm on the line with Faye. And it can get a little overbearing back there. Because Faye, she's definitely a control freak. She doesn't have confidence in me stepping into the kitchen and being able to help her out. And she was just like, no, you're not doing it right. And I sometimes feel like I'm an employee, not an equal.
I have to prepare everything for Wednesday when I take off. Literally everything.
Why can't Brenda prep for her one day running that business independently?
She doesn't know. She stays out with friends and she's very tired. The kids tell me when I'm not there, we sit in the computer, watch TV or watch.
How does the business run on those nights when your auntie's not there?
Very smoothly,
Customers are happy with the food?
definitely. Things flow easy.
I feel like it's a disaster.
How do you know this is a
The
disaster?
customer come to me and tell me
Wow.
what happens.
Brenda's cooking in your absence. How would you give that out of 10?
6.
6.
I give myself 10.
Oh, wow. If she wasn't your niece, would you fire her?
Yes.
If this wasn't your auntie, would you fire her?
Yes.
How long can the business continue?
I'm giving myself about a year.
Really? Wow.
Our numbers are horrible.
Oh, I see. How much do you put into the business?
We put about 60 grand each.
Wow.
I'm afraid and scared that I will lose this in this time of my life. I don't see myself going to work for someone and even get hired. I really need Chef Ramsay to change Brenda. But I have doubt that anything will change. Brenda's not gonna change.
Okay, I'll see you back at the restaurant.
Thank
okay?
you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
I'll see you back there.
Appreciate you.
After hearing two completely different stories from the owners about why Zaina is failing, Chef Ramsay arrives at the restaurant, anxious to see where the problems lie.
So fresh, flavorful food, 7 days a week. I'm glad it's fresh. Hello.
Hello. Hi, my name's Amel.
Amel, nice to see you. And this is?
Mark,
Okay.
He's my son.
What do you do?
help around with everything from cooking to busing, serving,
Okay.
seating.
Right, well, good to meet you. Let me sit down, have a quick bite to eat, get up to speed, and I'll catch up after. Thank you.
Enjoy. Oh, boy.
If you'd like to have a seat on the couch.
Excellent. Ooh, I'm sinking down here. I feel like I'm back at my grandma's couch. Why have we got such high couches in such a small restaurant?
I'm not quite sure.
Wow, okay. Now, how long have you been here?
I've been here for 4.5 years.
So you've been here since the beginning?
Yes.
The two owners, do they run the business together? How does that work?
Faiza works here more days than Brenda does.
Oh, pretty?
Yeah.
Aren't they 50-50 partners?
They're supposed to be 50-50, but I would say it'll probably be a 75-25 difference.
Oh, wow.
Faiza's definitely the 75% of the work.
And what does the other partner do?
Brenda's more laid back. She prefers more talking to the customers instead of being in the back with the kitchen.
Oh, so who's the boss?
The scary boss would be Faiza.
Faiza? Is it Faye or Faiza? She said to me her name was Faye, so...
Usually I call her Faiza, or sometimes when it's busy, I'll call her Faye. There's people who call her Fufu.
Fufu. I'll stick to Faye. She's scary.
She is hell on wheels.
Wow.
If it gets busy, no matter what it is, you will hear yelling in the dining room. Everything that happens back there, our customers see, our customers hear everything.
Wow, seriously?
Yeah. Faye has an extremely short temper. If something goes wrong, all hell will break loose.
How'd you get on with Mark? It must be hard when you're working with the owner's son.
Yes. If he sees something that's dirty, he will leave it for somebody else to take care of.
Is he lazy?
When it comes to cleaning, He doesn't do it full-heartedly, if that makes any sense.
So it leaves a mess for you when you come in the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for the insights. I'm going to look at everything and... Oh, wait a minute. Mediterranean bistro, an exquisite dinning adventure. Wow. Where's Mark?
Mark? Oh, Mark, he's...
Could you ask him for her, please? Thank you.
He wants to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Come out. You come with him. Got a little quiz. Are you ready for this? How do you spell bistro?
How do you spell
Bistro.
B-I-S-T-R-O?
Uh-huh, good. And how do you spell dining?
D-I-N-N-I-G.
So you wrote this menu?
Dining is D-I-N-I-N-G.
Okay. Has anyone else mentioned it?
We have a lot of customers who have pointed it out to us.
Right. Thank you, Mark. Okay, Mel, what would you recommend?
We do 4 different dips. We'll do hummus, baba ganoush.
Give me the 4 different dips, so I'll go for that, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go for the fava beans, the kiwi roll.
Okay.
And then let's go for the Zena combo plates.
All right.
Definitely. Thank you, Anna.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll place your order right now.
Yeah, first impressions? The place is soulless. Man. It's like dominoes. They just keep on coming down. Why is that? Honestly. Why? Oh. Man. Wow.
Are you ready?
3 kibbeh fava beans and Zena combo. Okay, let's rock and roll.
I am very proud of my food and I stand by it. It's fresh, it's made to order. Chef Ramsay is no way he would dislike my food. The appetizer is ready, just take it out.
I'm confident. Our food's good.
Damn.
Coming up, Chef Ramsay digs in.
Looks like the inside of a diaper.
And things go from bad to worse.
So who's not pulling their weight?
None of them.
As the staff is ready to jump ship.
Go ahead, walk out like you always do.
And later,
Ugh, gross.
Chef Ramsay is so frustrated
My God.
that he resorts to doing something he has never done before.
Fresh food, 7 days a week, my ass.
While the owners continue to blame each other for the restaurant's problems,
The appetizer is ready.
Chef Ramsay is anxious to taste the food.
So this is our combination appetizer.
Okay. Wow. Why is all that oil on there?
We usually drizzle the top of our appetizers with
Drizzle?
olive oil.
Or flood?
Usually we drizzle, but it looks like there's a little extra put on
Yeah, I'll
today.
say. Could I have a teaspoon, please, darling?
Of course.
Thank you. Wow. You drizzle sparingly with a touch of oil, but look at it. I've got little swimming pools, little miniature bathtubs full of oil floating on the side. It's gross. Can you ask Mark very carefully to stop staring at me? Because he's scary. He just stands there and stares.
Okay, I want
Have
to...
a little dish first. Just put this oil in, please, darling.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mark, he says stop staring at him because you're creeping him out.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
It's a little dish.
Oh. Teaspoon of oil. Who put the oil on?
I'm not quite sure. I wasn't back there.
Wow. This is hummus? My God. It's so thin. Yeah, it's just liquid. Is that normally that runny, the hummus?
I've been told it depends on the garbanzo beans.
Really? We're going to start blaming a bean for the hummus?
There's times where the hummus will be extremely thin, or there's times where the hummus will be overly thick.
Yeah, it's not the bean's fault. It's the chef's.
I feel like I'm always apologizing for the food.
No, darling, I'm done with that.
Okay, but I'm not a chef. It's out of my control. We'll put the oil on top of the appetizer.
I didn't do the appetizer.
I did it.
He said it's a lot of oil.
It's tradition to put a good amount of oil on hummus, so for Chef Ramsay not to like it is a shocker to me.
I should have made it for him.
It's a disgusting busing station. It looks dreadful. There has to be a much better place to put dirty dishes than that. That's bad. Amel, It's weird how you just drop all those dirties there.
Yeah, that's where our dishes go.
Why not just walk 5 feet and put the dirty plates inside the plate wash?
I don't know.
How difficult would it be to walk straight into the kitchen and put them in there?
Not hard at all. Chef Ramsay is right, but every time I try to open my mouth, every time I have a suggestion, I basically get told to shut up.
Thank you, Annie.
You're welcome.
Fava beans is ready.
Okay, I'm coming to get it. Fava beans.
And who put the Z on then? What's the Z?
The Z for Zena, kind of a design.
Looks like someone's puked up on my plate.
Oh, come on.
Does that look appetizing to you?
Yeah. Doesn't look too appetizing.
It doesn't look appetizing at all, no. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
That looks like the inside of a diaper. I mean, it's so bad.
Said the fava beans look like someone threw up.
Okay. Tell him enjoy your meal.
Man.
I'm done there, darling. That
Done?
one mouthful, too much.
All right, I'll get that out of your way.
Thank you, my darling.
You're welcome.
One thing I can confirm, it tasted the way it looked. Dreadful.
Nope, not a winner.
Okay, whatever.
You guys, this is crazy. I don't agree with Chef Ramsay about some of the items. That's a first. I will defend my food to Chef Ramsay because I know how healthy and delicious it is.
Chef Ramsay has only sampled a few dishes, but is already questioning the food.
That looks like the inside of a diaper.
And owners Faye and Brenda are questioning the feedback.
Food never comes back. That's the first. People always rave about our food. Whatever. If you're telling me my food's not good, I'd love to see what's good.
Who put the kibbeh back?
I did.
They're gonna be dry. That's why I moved the one that's cooked already.
Kibbeh roll, Mark?
I don't want to serve them.
Why not?
So rude.
You should be confident in what you do.
So these are...
Kibbeh rolls.
Describe the dish.
Kibbeh rolls. It's a Bulgar wheat shell with a sirloin ground beef and pine nuts in the middle.
Thank you, Mr. Sunshine. Fresh?
Kind of.
Wow, what does that mean?
She'll have them like prepped for the week, like 1 week ahead, because it takes so much time in prepping.
Are they frozen?
Yeah, they're frozen. Yes, sir.
Do you know what it says on the front of the restaurant, on the banners outside?
About the catering?
No. Go outside, have a quick look,
Okay.
read it and come back in. We'll have a chat. Damn. I know he can't spell. Let's hope he can read. What did it say?
Care about quality and taste.
Okay, great. What else did it say? Again with F.
Again with F? I didn't read. I just put quality and taste, and
Oh.
I was just ashamed.
There's 3 Fs there. Now read it properly and come back and tell me what it says.
No problem.
Have a look.
Whatever you say. Oh, man.
Right, 3 Fs.
3 Fs. Fresh, flavorful food.
Right. And you're telling me now my appetizer is frozen because we make a bulk at the beginning of the week.
Yeah?
I just read that, literally entering the building, so I don't expect anything frozen. Thank you. Wow.
So your sign outside says fresh, flavorful food. So, yeah? It's just frozen. You knew by the taste.
The kibbeh, you cannot do it fresh.
You're not gonna like what he has to say.
I stand by the kibbeh because we really use good ingredients. I don't see in any Arabic home anyone can make them differently.
The chicken's almost ready?
It's kind of not cooking on that side.
I don't want to burn it.
It's not burning. I even mark it, and it's done.
If it's done, it needs to be off the grill.
Well, it still
So
needs
it
to
will
get
be
marked.
overdone.
It's not overdone.
It is.
It's not.
Maybe you should be doing all the cooking then.
Doing drama for nothing. Faye is over my shoulder micromanaging and just constantly bossing us in the kitchen.
There's no time for burning meat.
I'm just over it all. Can you take this, please? That's one item I could stand behind.
This is our Zana combo plate.
No, thank you, though. Wow. Instantly, you can see it's dry, slicing in there. Wow. And this one is the...
That's just a regular beef kebab.
The meat is just like it's boiled. It's just tasteless. Everything's so overcooked.
We try to make our meat medium, but that looks medium well done.
It's drier than Mark's personality. And the kofta, sadly, is overcooked and dry. It's drier than the sand surrounding the pyramids of Egypt. It's dreadful. And the chicken is bland. Is the chicken fresh or is that frozen?
The chicken is frozen.
What a shame. Who cooked my lunch today?
Mine would be a mixture of Faye and Brenda. I think they tag teamed on the dishes.
I suppose when you tag team, you'd expect it to be twice as good, but this one's twice as bad. Darling, I'm done. Wow, that was disappointing. Thank you, darling. Wow. Trust me, this has been a huge, huge disappointment.
There's not been one thing that he said he liked.
Not even one item, huh?
Let's come over, please. Wow, I don't know where to start, really. Faye, Brenda, I'm so disappointed. The atmosphere's flat, the decor's drab, and I'm sat on the corner of a ridiculous cushion opposite a large container of dirty.
They've never done that before. That's what's bothering me today.
Excuse me? We do that every week. I believe you and Vanessa use buckets, don't you?
But don't put the buckets on the floor.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's on the floor. I don't think that's the issue. I think the fact that the bucket's in view of
They
the
fill them
customers.
and they walk inside the kitchen with them.
But we have been told to use a bucket.
I always asked you guys to use a bucket so stuff doesn't spill all over the place. But we've never said to put it on the floor.
Yeah, you use the table or one of the chairs and you take them back inside when they're almost full.
But they're still in front of the customers if we leave them on the chair.
Never put them in the floor.
I'm a little confused. Do we leave them on the floor?
Never.
Yes.
Wow. But set all that aside, I've just had a bad experience, and I felt the food was below standard. The hummus was runny, very liquidy. Why so much oil on there?
I have Arabic customers that like loads of olive oil.
When customers want more oil, don't assume that everybody wants more oil. I don't even think it was olive oil. What was that oil in there?
Olive oil.
It was olive oil. Wow. That must be cheap. What's funny?
Our product's not cheap.
Your product's not cheap. Okay. So what's so funny?
You said it was cheap.
It tasted cheap.
It's not expensive, but it's not cheap.
I'm not going to argue with you, but you sit there on your ass laughing your head off thinking it's funny.
I'm not going to get upset because of what you say.
No?
I'm just going to smile about it. It's your opinion.
Well, how old are you?
26, sir.
I'd expect that if you're 16. Because right now, Mark is very far from funny. Can I continue about my lunch? For me, a kofta, when you bite into it, it just bursts with flavour. This thing was dry beyond belief.
But this is #1 seller. This is what my customer eats every time they walk in.
But Faye, chicken was dry and the beef was dry. Is that protein frozen?
We buy it fresh.
I buy it fresh.
We marinate it.
Buy it fresh.
And I
So
have
there's a
to freeze
system.
it.
Prep, freeze, and cook. I don't know why you think customers would leave their homes to come and eat frozen food.
I don't have a walk-in freezer and I don't have a walk-in cooler.
Okay.
So my option is to freeze it, then cook it.
How long have you been functioning like this?
18 months, 2 years.
No, it's been like this since day one.
I just wanted to let you know that I don't have the help to prepare when I need help.
Right.
I cannot cut myself in half, have my half here behind the counter and the other half
Sure.
inside.
But Faye, have you given up?
No,
Do you want to give up?
no. I have nothing else. I can fight by myself.
What?
I need help.
From your family?
But yes,
So who's not pulling their weight?
none of them.
Chicken was dry.
But this is #1 seller.
Faye not only believes that her food is impeccable,
I need help.
she also believes that she is the only one in this restaurant who is putting in a real effort.
So who's not pulling their weight?
None of them.
None of us. You don't let anybody help you.
Brenda, what's going on? Is your auntie on her own?
She's not on her own. She's not. She has to have her hand in everything. She has to marinate. She has to cut.
That's not true.
That is true.
When is the last time you cut the chicken or lamb or beef and you marinate it?
Many, many times.
When?
Many times.
No, that's a lie. And
Many
you know
times.
that.
It's
No,
not a
that's
lie. I have always stand with you in the back and ask you, show me how to do this. Show me how to do that.
I always tell you what, bring a piece of paper and bend it
No,
down.
you don't. No, you don't. You don't say, hey, come here, let me show you how to do this. So if I'm ever off, you could do it.
You've not been shown the recipes?
No.
She never asked, so she see me.
That's not true.
She see me when I marinate.
I always go in, what can I help with?
Almost every time I'm here.
Many times I brought in my laptop and I said, let's go through the recipes.
If she came and tell me I wanted to learn this, I would never tell her no. I would
You
never tell her
always say,
no.
Faye, I have to do it.
They can bring a piece of paper and bend anytime when I'm doing something and write what I do.
That's not true.
When was the last time you were shown how to cook something? Never?
Minor stuff in the kitchen,
Seriously?
like appetizers, but that's pretty much it.
Really?
Yes.
5 years?
Yes.
You two don't sound like a niece and an auntie. When was the last time your auntie gave you a compliment about something?
I don't get compliments.
When she cooks, all I hear from the customer is complain because
Nobody
she only
gets
cooks when I'm
complimented.
not here. Just the last week, on Wednesday, I was off. On Thursday, a customer walks in just to complain about how horrible the food was when I'm not here.
I've never
And I'm
been
not saying
told that.
because you don't take it
Then
well
you
from
should
me.
tell me.
I told you so many times you don't take it well from
How?
me.
When did you tell me? When?
No, when the falafel is dry and
The
was
falafel
burned,
was
I
perfect.
got so many feedback.
That's not true. I'm very picky how everything's cooked on the grill.
That's
You
not
don't
true.
believe me? Ask the servers.
The server cooks the food when you're here most of the time.
No, they don't.
You don't cook all the time when she's here?
No.
No, I want her to answer.
So I sit
When
on
I'm
my
busy.
ass when everybody else is working?
Yes, and I tell you, find something to do.
I've offered to cut chicken multiple times for free, and I was told that I wasn't allowed to do it.
But I'm confused. You want them to do it, but then they say you don't let them do it.
No, they don't want to. That is
That's
true.
not
That's
true.
God honest truth.
That's not true.
No, no.
I offered. I wasn't
No, she
allowed to
never
do it.
did.
I offered
She never did
to
work for
learn.
free.
I offered to work for free to learn how to cut the chicken and help her during the week.
I don't want you to be with me in the kitchen.
No, I'm saying
I
you
don't
told
want
me.
you to be with me in the kitchen, and that's why I will never tell you anything. I'm afraid that she gets hurt when she's working her regular shift and not even cooking. She's hurting herself.
I don't usually hurt myself. I haven't
I
poked
need a
myself with
bandage. Every day, Amal needs a bandage.
I've never poked myself with a knife here.
Amal, you ask for bandage all the time.
No, I really don't.
Wow.
In the end, it's not my job to cook. I don't get paid to cook. I don't get paid to do inventory. I don't get paid any extra to do anything. But as a family, we do it just
You
because
do
we
my
care about them.
inventory?
I've done the takeout
It's not
inventory.
mine.
I
It's
call for. I
inventory.
do
She
the
didn't
bread.
say your inventory.
I do the bread inventory.
Maybe a few times, but not all the time.
Not all the time because I have my own job to do. And when I come in and the dining room's dirty, my first thing to do
Why
is
is the
take.
dining room dirty?
Because the staff
some people-
from the night before don't clean.
Really?
When it comes to cleaning, Mark does not do it.
There's a little bit more lenience.
Don't say that. Don't point
I
fingers
finish my-
because that happens. I've came right after
Okay.
you swept and I've swept.
I'm trying
I'm
to
going to tell you
finish.
something. By far, she does way more of her duties
But it happens-
more
goes
than
both ways.
anybody else.
He's
No,
not
it's
lazy?
No, he's not.
He's not lazy?
Actually, he works the busiest nights.
He works the busiest nights, but when it comes to bussing and cleaning and
I'm not
pulling
busy.
his rope,
What
he
part of
doesn't
it
pull it.
really?
Mark does not pull his rope when it comes to his duties.
If you want to start pointing
Because-
fingers, Brenda,
No.
I was going to keep my mouth shut and not say about anyone. When you sit on your phone, we're cooking, serving, and you're sitting.
Negative.
Whatever.
And if
Also, I'm not gonna say
if I'm
anything
gonna
else.
sit down and
It's
actually
okay,
put
go for it,
food
Brenda.
in my mouth,
When
go
you're here
ahead,
for
walk
5
out
hours,
like you always do.
When you're here for 5 hours,
Yeah, no, I'm not here for 5 hours. You are.
This impromptu staff meeting has gone from Brenda and Faye pointing fingers at each other
No, when the falafel is dry,
The
was
falafel
burned,
was perfect.
to the blame game with the entire staff,
There's a little bit more lenience.
don't say that. Don't
Can
point
I
fingers.
finish?
including Faye's son Mark.
If you want to start pointing
Because-
fingers, Brenda, when you sit on your phone, we're cooking, serving, and you're sitting.
Negative.
Whatever.
Go ahead, walk out like you always do.
When you're here for 5 hours,
Yeah, no, I'm not here for 5 hours. You are.
whatever.
wasn't gonna talk about anybody, but okay. I'll be yelled at taking food to the third table over there.
By who?
By Faiza. She will scream at me as I'm walking.
Because
In front of customers?
I asked the TV to be off.
No, it
and
has
she
nothing to do
walks
with the
away,
TV.
acts
These
like
are
she
different
didn't hear me.
issues.
I have to scream at you, turn off the TV because it has some bumping and grinding and whatever is going on TV. And it pisses me off because I walk from
Bumping and
inside.
grinding on what?
On
There's
one
not
of the
bumping and
video,
grinding
American
when-
video channel. The solution Brenda have to change her shift because I voice my opinion.
I changed the shift because you guys constantly bump heads and you constantly get into these great arguments in this open kitchen in the dining room. It's
In front of customers?
in front
Yes.
of customers.
Wow. I need to see this place working tonight. Just do what you normally do so I can have a chance of getting up to speed to see how this place functions. I'm getting some fresh air. What a lunch. I'll be back later.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. And I thought the problems were just the food.
I can't handle this.
Nobody here is perfect. Nobody here is
You
perfect.
just make it seem like when Mark and Vanessa are here, it happens when all of us are here.
But
Brenda.
you guys don't pull your weight. Nobody pulls their weight. And that's what the problem is.
I wish that we have a camera roll when Amel is working. Here.
She works.
I never told
Nobody
you she
here
doesn't
works
work.
like the way she works. Her mouth, yes, I agree.
I agree.
But
she's
when
a-
it comes to her work, she goes the extra mile. Her mouth is what gets her in trouble. She's an awesome worker, and she needs to know that too, to
I
work
always
better.
tell her. I always tell her
You
that.
know what? Nobody gets compliments here, Faye. Nobody.
I tell her, thank you, we have a great night, thank you, have a good night. Of course, she doesn't tell you I tell her that, but she comes back and cry about things. Amel is not my problem. What my problem is what he said about the food.
Anybody hungry? I'm eating my frozen food. Anybody want to eat frozen food?
I'm glad you're laughing about it. It's not funny.
Ironically, the only thing that Faye and Brenda agree on is the food.
I don't want this to burn because I don't have time to make more.
It's not gonna burn.
Unfortunately, aside from their issues with each other, that is the restaurant's biggest problem.
Okay, are we ready?
Ready or not, I have to be ready.
What can I get started for you today?
Can I get an order of the falafel and a garlic sauce? Definitely hummus, no doubt. Yeah.
You got it. I'll be right back.
Okay, just explain to me how the line works.
Okay. The tickets come out, and we start to pull whatever meats, and we start cooking.
Wow. Okay, don't let me stop you.
Okay, table one, spicy hummus and beef shawarma with Zaina.
I got it. Brenda, when you do the spicy hummus, put more chili. That's why I cut these jalapenos. Use them, please.
We're giving them spicy hummus, babe. It's always
Spicy
made the
means
same.
spicy.
Whatever.
Hummus still looks very watery, though. Is this it here?
Yes.
How often is that made?
Every few days. This is #1 seller, so within just 2-3 days is finished.
Right.
That's disgusting. That hummus is awful. Why is it so runny?
The consistency could get better.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Sorry for interrupting. How are we, ladies? Welcome. Hummus, how's that?
Bland and runny.
My apologies.
Didn't have any flavor at all, and it was thin.
So runny.
Runny.
Thank you. Fresh food, 7 days a week, my ass.
He's leaving?
I don't think Gordon Ramsay likes us.
Mom, they're complaining about the spicy hummus. They said it's not spicy.
I can't believe this. Brenda, when people ask you for a spicy hummus, they want the spicy hummus.
Enough. I don't need something explained to me 3 times.
He's here.
Yay.
With Chef Ramsay seeing so many customers unsatisfied with the same watery hummus that he had at lunch, he has returned from a trip to a nearby supermarket
I'll show them how good the hummus is.
with a plan.
Shh. Mum's the word. Mum's the word.
Yes.
There we are. Ladies, there we are. Some fresh hummus. Gents, the same for you. My apologies. Sorry. Way too much oil.
He's cleaning tables for us.
That's for you to share.
That's good.
Much better.
He keeps taking stuff and moving it. I don't know what's going on.
Man, it's working. Creating a buzz here. They're loving it. Holy crap. I'm running out.
That's good. Better?
Who would have thought that store-bought hummus would be high in demand? How was that?
Very good. This is better.
Yeah,
Much
happy?
better. That had flavor. The other stuff.
Brenda, all the chicken is done.
Just give me a second. I'm making the damn salad.
The chicken was nasty.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no. No.
They're ordering complete new entree. She said she didn't like it at all.
What happened to it?
She said the chicken didn't taste good at all.
Oh, really? It's dry. Is it supposed to be minced like that?
This is exactly the way it's served everywhere I know. I never, ever have someone return the chicken
Complain. Okay,
shawarma.
fine. Well,
Not complain. We have complaints.
Don't let me stop you.
I
Well,
understand.
let's call them a liar.
I understand. I never have a complaint of dry or overcooked shawarma. I tasted most of the shawarma and I know how delicious it is.
Can I go ask them why they didn't like anything or like what their opinion is? Because that's
do
just.
what you think it's
All right,
good.
'cause that's just.
This is never happens before.
Hello, ladies. How are you today? You've sent back everything, so I just wanted to come and.
We just didn't like it.
What did you not like about the items?
The chicken shawarma tasted like rubbery.
Okay.
And this was like vinegary and mushy.
Was the flavor? It just wasn't.
Really
was it for
bland,
you?
yeah.
Okay. Or you guys are done.
We're good.
Whatever. All of a sudden, people are food critics.
What did they say?
They thought the shawarma was rubbery. Our dolmas taste like vinegar.
Stuff never came back before. Never.
Whatever. They don't like it. They don't like it.
Wowza.
God help me.
Beef kebab. Is it ready?
Ready.
That ain't medium.
This is the medium.
No, it's raw. Beef is still cooking for that plate. I'll fix it.
Leave it. Leave it.
Seriously, do what you always do. I'm fed up with Faye dominating in the kitchen. It's really hard to deal with.
This one's like hard as a rock, and I got medium rare.
That one's raw. Half of this beef is well, half of this beef is raw.
But these are medium. If I cook them more, they will not be medium anymore.
But one of them was raw. That's what I'm trying to
Stop commenting on everything, please.
I don't know why you're acting like I'm the one who's doing it. I can't handle this.
Mel, why does she quick to jump down your throat? Why is that?
I don't know if you haven't noticed, it happens to everybody who comes back here, even Brenda.
Wow, bloody hell. Ay.
It's really rare. You know what, just go ahead. You can just take it. Okay. I'm good.
Oh, cheers.
This is supposed to be medium, and it's rare.
Let me see, Mark. Okay, that's cooked.
That is raw.
I wasn't talking to you, Emma.
Oh, man.
Redo it. Looks like.
We ever serve any night, we serve this.
Seriously, Faye, making me lose it.
Oh, my God. Flaming grill. Flaming mess.
Oh, you want to scream?
That's disgusting. We're done.
How are we? How's the food?
It is stone cold.
Yeah, I had that for lunch, and it wasn't pleasant. My apologies. Thank you.
The customers have given a very clear verdict on the food at tonight's dinner service. So Chef Ramsay decides to move on to an inspection of the rest of the kitchen, including the food storage.
Freezers are busy. Man. Wow. There must be 3 to 4 weeks worth of prep in there. What's that?
Does that look appetizing?
Mediterranean. It's not. Man.
This one?
Kiwi mix. Leftovers in a home kitchen.
No date. My God. Ugh.
Disgusting. God, what a mess.
This stuff has been in there so long, it's all freezer burnt. Any chance of any flavour has gone. A bit like the flame on the grill.
Boxes of meat.
Prepped in bulk.
They say fresh, flavourful food. My arse. I say frozen. That's gross.
It's dinner service at Zayna.
It's raw. Beef is still cooking for that plate. I'll fix it.
Leave it. Leave it.
Seriously.
Oh, I want to scream.
And while Faye and Brenda continue to argue in the open kitchen,
Boxes of meat prepped in bulk.
Chef Ramsay is uncovering some alarming practices in the back kitchen,
My God.
which include a massive amount of frozen food.
Fresh salmon. Oh. Frozen salmon.
Ugh. What is that? Welcome to my Mediterranean flaming grill.
Bishop bread bag. There's like lamb in there. Look at that.
Ugh.
Defrosting frozen meat. Warm water. What a mess.
Chicken shawarma. Ugh. Does this lady really know how to run a restaurant?
I don't think so. The logic has left the building.
This is too many orders and none of them on the grill. I thought you took all
I
the
took
meats.
out lamb.
Okay, it's not on the grill.
Well, it disappeared.
Can I show you something? Just 2 seconds.
Sure.
Just to talk to you in private?
Sure.
Yes, I just want to show you something very quickly.
What do you want that for?
This was in the sink in a bowl of water.
We run the water on it to defrost it.
Running hot water on it, what does that do?
It's not hot water. I run cold water.
It's warm on the outside and solid in the middle. So when it's different colours like that, do you know what that means? The meat is cooked. Even before you start turning this into kofta, you're screwed. One more thing. What's this here? What are you doing on here?
I'm defrosting some chicken.
And why are you defrosting that?
I marinated yesterday and I didn't have enough space in the fridge, so I put inside the freezer. I disagree about the meat. Freezing the food, it doesn't make it go bad. I really don't get what he's saying, 100%.
Some of those customers tonight, the food that came back, were the customers right or were they wrong?
I never, since I opened, they have that much food came back, never.
I don't think you understand how far you've slipped. Get real.
I am.
No, you're not. Why aren't your customers coming back to your restaurants, Faye?
I don't know. They loved my food, they loved my smile.
You're not being honest. You're not being honest with yourself, and you're not being honest with your customers.
No, I've been honest.
Your customers were complaining about the hummus, the dips. They weren't very excited. So I went and made some. Stay there. What is that?
It's delicious hummus.
Can you taste the difference?
Yes, the texture.
Now I have a confession to make. I actually walked to a store and bought it. You need to be 10 times better than store-bought hummus. Otherwise, what's the point in running a restaurant?
Tonight was a shock to me. Like, wow, why everything is coming back? There is certain plates I'm very proud of and it came back.
But it's not good enough. What you're doing is so wrong. And unfortunately, because you're surrounded by family members, you've convinced yourself and them that what you're doing is right. Well, I'm sorry. Flaming grill, it's not. Extinguished grill, it is. And the problems, Faye, are inside. Do you want this business to continue?
I feel like I'm hanging by a thread. There's no point of running this. Been praying and saying tomorrow would be a better day. That better day is not coming.